to Durbania. I'm Durbin.
And I'm Rapthorn.
And this trailer talk, we're going to talk X-Men Apocalypse, the final trailer. I think 3 trailers is just too much.
I think it gives too much away.
Yeah. Now, look, we're doing this one a little bit late, but the last time I did an X-Men Apocalypse trailer talk, Josh wrote like a novel in the comment section. But it was brilliant. It was a brilliantly written novel. So I was like, you know what? We should do this together.
Yeah.
And it's going to be even better.
As I wrote in my novel on the last trailer talk, Archangel is absolutely my favorite X-Men character of all time. You know, there's a ton of X-Men characters, but Archangel has always stood out to be one of my favorites. Previously, Angel, when he had the actual feathered wings. Now, one of the things I want to kind of touch on is Angel, when he had his wings removed in the comics, it was a big event. Throughout the comics and in this movie, Archangel, basically Apocalypse gives Angel his new wings, which is part of what Apocalypse does, is he gives people new abilities or better abilities or able to hone in on the ability that they actually have and make it better. In Angel's case, he gave him metal wings, which then he became Archangel. So, I don't know. He's just, he's my favorite so much.
I didn't grow up on X-Men. I grew up very Batman and Superman. Like, those were the two I mostly grew up on. So, I didn't even watch the X-Men, the animated series. So, basically, everything I know of X-Men is introduced to me by these movies, which, you know, is bad in case of X-Men 3. But X-Men 2 of the original X-Men movies was my favorite. And Nightcrawler was just, he was an awesome character. So I'm really excited to see him back and that we got a little bit more of him in this trailer.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really cool. Also, Jennifer Lawrence. I'm a fan of Jennifer Lawrence. I am. Yeah. I got tired of the Hunger Games pretty quick, but I did like the first 2. But
she was really good in Joy, too.
I didn't see Joy. I should see that.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. So what I think is kind of interesting here, and I hope they're not just doing this because it's Jennifer Lawrence and she's famous, so let's do this for Jennifer Lawrence. It looks like Charles gets kidnapped or something. And then and I'm just talking this trailer, and it looks like they call on her, and she's some kind of famous or something. I mean, there's a couple indications in the trailer that, you know, they're like, you're her. And it's like, oh. I mean, you're all mutants, so, but she stands out. But anyway, they bring her in, and it's like she's taking Charles's role, and she's leading them. Mm-hmm. Now, she also kind of has that defiant Hunger Games attitude. And if you want me to teach these students, then I will teach them how to fight. And it's like, okay, let's tone down the Hunger Games. This is X-Men. Yeah. But I say that, but watch in context of the movie. That's just an awesome scene, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
We see the actual scene with Apocalypse in the middle and his 4 horsemen around him. We see Psylocke, we see Archangel, Magneto we've seen before, and Storm we've also seen before. Yeah. Now, so throughout the comics, Apocalypse has had many, many, many different 4 horsemen of the Apocalypse. Psylocke and Archangel both have been 4 horsemen of the Apocalypse, though both of them have been death. So they have been 4 horsemen at different times. Now, Magneto and Storm never been one of the 4 horsemen. So it's going to be interesting to see how they go about this and what their reasoning behind those 2 being part of the 4 horsemen. Now, there have been 23 other horsemen other than Psylocke and Archangel. Even the Hulk.
Really?
Was
the Hulk?
Yeah, he was war. So the 4 horsemen are death.
That makes sense.
Right? Death, famine, war, and pestilence. They had 23 to choose from. They chose 2 that have been used before and 2 that haven't. So I'm interested to see on, you know, just how they go about using them and their reasoning behind it. And again, you know, I'm interested to see just how Angel loses his wings. So he lost his wings in the comic book at the Mutant Massacre.
Is this like a red wedding with mutants and then just a massive massacre?
Kind of, but
okay.
Yeah. So they had a harpoon that mutilated his wings. So what ended up happening was his wings are mutilated, right? They're very torn and broken, and they develop gangrene.
Oh.
Yeah. So he willingly signs paperwork that says, hey, cut my wings off and blah, blah, blah.
Man.
So he ends up getting his wings cut off because he has gangrene in his wings. It's going to be interesting to see exactly how, they go about him losing his wings. Now, he's lost his wings different times, but that's like the main one that, people remember. So, yeah, it's interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. Now, this trailer revealed a lot more to us. There was a few things where I thought that was good. We got to see more Quicksilver in this trailer.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't feel like that blew anything, because it was some of the same footage as before, but just enough extra that it's like, oh, that's really cool. And then, where Quicksilver in the trailer is like, I'm not afraid of Magneto. Yeah, he's my dad. Yeah, he and my mom, they got together and they... And J-Lo's like, yeah, we know the rest. We know the rest. So, like, moments like that I thought were cool. But then... there was really one moment where I felt like this trailer crossed the line to show too much, and it was the final shot of this trailer. So if you don't want to know this part, because you don't want to know too much, just know that I'm going to tell you the final shot of this trailer. Ready?
Spoiler!
3, 2, 1. Why do they got to show Wolverine's claw in there? I mean, I had a feeling Wolverine might be in there, but it's like, you know what? Save stuff like that. We're already sold on the movie. We are sold on everything that came before. Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome that Wolverine's going to be in there. Now, don't get me wrong. I saw that claw and I went, yeah, I knew he's going to be in it. But then I went, I would have rather have done that for the first time watching the movie. Yeah.
This is the big problem with trailers nowadays, is they really end up giving too much information away.
They really do.
Then you get into the movie and you're like, yeah, I want to see what's coming up. What's left out of what they showed, and there's really not a whole lot left.
There was no part of this trailer that made me want to see the movie less. Like, I still super cannot wait to see this movie. I don't like it when they blow a little too much. And thankfully, I don't feel like we have a ton spoiled, but I love Wolverine. Yeah. And so I would have liked to have saved that as a surprise that he was going to pop up somewhere in this movie.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So if you saw this trailer, let us know what you thought in the comment section below. Because we like to know stuff like that. We like to hear you guys give us feedback. It's great. So let us know what you thought in the comment section below. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
I'm Durbin.
And I'm Rapthorn.
Thanks for checking out Durbania.